Everybody wants happiness. Nobody wants pain. But you can't have a rainbow without a little rain.
Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day.
Dear bad luck, let's break up.
Good morning. My name is Ariel, and I'm a sixth form boarder from New Jersey. Now, I'm not here to talk about my incredible music taste or my love for the beef bulgogi lettuce wraps they serve at the dining hall. I'm here to tell you a few stories about my life, about falling downstairs and black cats. I know, a really random combination, and it sounds like a whole lot of bad luck. But trust me, there's a point behind it, I think. Let's travel back about 8 years. I was relaxing in my orange bedroom when I got up to go to the bathroom. As I exited my bedroom, I saw my father barreling down the stairs. Lying at the bottom of the stairs, he called out to me, "Ari, call an ambulance." I looked at him for a second and continued my journey to the bathroom. When I eventually went downstairs to be a good daughter and check on him, he was in the kitchen, perfectly fine, as if nothing ever happened. He was always so overdramatic, and I had learned not to bother with his antics. But I can't lie, he was a great actor. Maybe that's where my love for the theater comes from. Skipping forward a few years, it is the morning of move-in day of my fourth form year. Preparing for the long drive ahead of us, my mom and I began to pack the car at 3 in the morning. We left our front door open to more easily carry all my bags and boxes in and out. As I walked back in and made my way up the stairs, I saw a pair of glowing eyes looking at me from the top stair. Before I keep going, let me say this. My whole life, I have always said that I will never fall down the stairs. And in all honesty, I'm pretty scared about falling downstairs. Because of this fear, I always go down the stairs with caution. However, in this instance, that fear left my body so fast, and I dashed down the stairs with speed I didn't know I had in me. Shortly after, I realized that my neighbor's cat, a black cat by the way, had wandered into our house in our desperate attempt to stop me from leaving. I assumed he was gonna miss my daily after-school visits with him. I made a promise that I would be back before he even knew it. Moving on to Christmas of my fifth form year, I got socks as one of my presents. But these weren't just any socks. They were socks with the grip at the bottom. They were non-slip socks. So you know, I was in love with them. Since they were my new favorite sock, I proudly had them on as I headed downstairs for a snack. I took one step, and on my second step, the grip on my non-slip socks decided to stop working. I slipped and began tumbling down the stairs. I sat at the bottom of the staircase, dumbfounded. The socks had betrayed me. About a week later, still disappointed in the socks, I exit the bathroom to find the hallway pitch black. I had no clue where the light switch was. All I knew was that on the left side of the hallway, the wall gave away to another staircase, my worst enemy at that moment. Knowing I didn't have far to go, I walked very close to the right side of the hallway. I didn't make it far before I let out an absolutely terrible and gut-wrenching scream, as it felt as if I walked into a pair of rotating blades. In a daze, I continued my journey to the room to find blood leaking out of 7 holes in my ankle. I went back downstairs to find the perpetrator. I quickly realized that the black cat, who was named El Gato, was lying in my path, blending in perfectly with the darkness, and I had stepped on him. Once I realized this, I rushed to El Gato and apologized. Luckily, he quickly forgave me. Now, you might be thinking, Ariel, I appreciate these stories, and not to be rude, but what is the point? Well, I'm going to tell you a few secrets behind these stories. The first story, about my father falling down the stairs, was the beginning of events that ultimately revealed the true nature of my father and convinced my mother and me that it was time to move on to the next chapter of our lives without him. The second story, about the black cat in my house, was the last time that I was in that house, as by the first break, we had already moved. It broke my heart that I wasn't able to keep my promise to the neighbor's cat. The last 2 stories, about me falling down the stairs and stepping on a black cat, I was living in a house that was not my own and sharing a room with my mother that was half the size of this stage. Well, thank you for trusting me with these secrets, Ariel. But again, what is the point? The point is, non-slip socks are a scam. No, I'm just kidding. I would say that my reasoning for talking to you all today is to tell you to try to find the good in everything. Though I was going through tough times, I had to be able to laugh at the situation around me, and sometimes even myself. If not, I would have succumbed to my negative environment and been in an unreachable place that I'm not sure I would have been able to pull myself out of. But now, when I look back at these situations, I don't see the bad, I see the good. And that is what I encourage you all to do. Thank you.